Did you know that after age 40, our metabolism naturally slows down, leading many to believe weight gain is inevitable? Studies show that adults between 40 and 60 typically gain an average of 8 to 12 pounds simply due to hormonal shifts, lifestyle changes, and decreased muscle mass. It can feel frustrating, especially when you seem to be doing everything right. However, this slowdown isn't a permanent sentence, and it's certainly not a reason to give up on your health or energy. Every day, people in their 40s and beyond surprise themselves and their doctors by naturally reversing years of slow weight gain. There are countless stories of individuals shedding pounds, boosting their energy, and regaining mobility just by working with, not against, their bodies. These transformations don't come from radical diets or punishing workout routines, but rather from understanding and respecting how the body changes with age. Science supports this. Even past 40, your system is incredibly responsive to simple, strategic changes. The key is a gentle, natural approach that's easy to maintain and doesn't require exhausting efforts. Imagine discovering a method that allows your body to release excess weight quickly, safely, and sustainably, while feeling stronger and more vibrant. This is more than wishful thinking. The body remains capable of recovery and transformation, no matter your age. You don't have to accept the inevitable slowdown. There's a natural way to shift your metabolism back into a higher gear. It's far more accessible than most people realize. The best part? It's effective, fast, and designed to support you, not break you down. Stay with me, because what comes next could truly change how you experience this stage of your life. Have you ever noticed that after a certain age, your body just doesn't respond the way it used to? Maybe you're feeling more tired, or you've struggled with stubborn weight gain that seems to come out of nowhere. You might wake up and wonder where your energy and motivation have gone, and why it feels so much harder to stay in shape even when you're trying all the things that used to work. If looking in the mirror feels discouraging, or if your self-esteem isn't what it once was, you're absolutely not alone. These changes happen to nearly everyone as the years go by, and it's common to feel a little lost or even frustrated with yourself. But here's the truth. Getting older doesn't mean your best days are behind you. So many people believe that once they reach this stage of life, decline is inevitable, but this just isn't true. It's possible to feel more energized, more confident, and more alive than you have in years. You have not missed your window for feeling good again. In fact, your body still has an incredible ability to recover, grow stronger, and transform, no matter how long it's been since you last felt your best. You just need the right approach, gentle, natural, and respectful of where you are now. Are you dealing with feeling worn down and not quite yourself? Have you been fighting the scale for years, feeling like nothing ever changes? Do you wish you could look in a mirror and see someone who feels healthy, confident, and full of life? This isn't out of reach. Imagine waking up with more energy, feeling comfortable in your clothes, and moving through your day with a renewed sense of purpose. Picture yourself enjoying life fully, not limited by low energy, aches, or constant worries about your health. There's a natural method that helps you recover your health, lose weight, and truly transform how you see and feel in your own body, without sacrificing your well-being, peace of mind, or quality of life. If you're ready to believe in your own potential again, you're already exactly where you need to be. The journey to a real, lasting transformation can start right now, and you won't be taking it alone. A natural method to support weight loss and the recovery of overall health after age 40 is rooted in a holistic approach that prioritizes real, whole foods, moderate physical activity, and consistent, restorative habits. This method is based on scientific research which shows that small daily choices, when added up, can lead to big results for metabolism, body composition, and energy levels. One key principle is balancing meals using lean proteins, healthy fats, and plenty of fiber-rich vegetables. Studies have shown that increasing protein intake supports fullness and helps the body retain muscle mass, which naturally declines with age. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition suggests that adults who include at least 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal not only experience improved satiety, but also preserve more muscle when losing weight. This leads to a higher metabolism, since muscle tissue burns more calories than fat, even at rest. Healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, and a handful of nuts play another important role. They help regulate hormones, especially those that support fat burning and balance blood sugar. Including sources of unsaturated fats, as shown in research from Harvard School of Public Health, is linked to better heart health and lower inflammation, two factors that often slow progress as we get older. Fiber from whole grains, beans, fruits, and especially colorful vegetables does more than support digestion. It slows down the absorption of sugar into the blood, reducing cravings and promoting stable energy throughout the day. Findings in the Journal of Nutrition demonstrate that people who eat enough fiber tend to have less body fat and find it easier to sustain weight loss over time. For example, starting meals with a salad or vegetable soup helps fill you up naturally and makes it easier to avoid overeating higher calorie foods that slow metabolism. Physical activity is essential, but the method emphasizes movements you enjoy, not extreme routines that can result in burnout or injury. Walking, swimming, cycling, or even gentle yoga all count. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, just 150 minutes a week of moderate activity, like brisk walking, improves mood, increases energy, lowers the risk of chronic illnesses, and helps the body burn unwanted fat. Even 10-minute sessions sprinkled throughout the day have positive effects. Muscle strengthening activities, like using resistance bands or light weights a couple times per week, help maintain muscle and bone strength, which are both crucial as we age. Quality sleep and regular hydration also make a significant difference. When you sleep well, your body restores essential hormones that control appetite, stress, and energy use. Research in the journal Sleep shows that adults who consistently get 7 to 8 hours of rest are less likely to gain weight and are more likely to keep it off. Drinking enough water supports metabolism, helps control hunger, and is associated with higher energy levels. Starting the day with a big glass of water and continuing to sip throughout the day is a simple but effective way to stay on track. The combination of these habits, applied consistently, leads to meaningful, sustainable changes, smaller waistlines, more energy every morning, and a brighter mood overall. Instead of feeling deprived, most people report feeling satisfied, strong, and increasingly confident as the weeks pass. The science is clear. Approaching your health naturally by focusing on nourishing foods, enjoyable movement, restful sleep, and simple routines translates not just to weight loss, but to a better quality of life and enduring well-being. As we move through our 40s and beyond, many notice it becomes easier to gain weight and harder to maintain the same level of health we enjoy in our younger years. This change doesn't happen overnight or by accident. Several natural processes inside our body gradually shift as we age, often making it a little tougher to keep our energy high and our weight in balance. These changes are not a result of personal failure or a lack of willpower. They are a normal part of how our bodies age, yet understanding them can help us work smarter, not harder, to maintain our well-being. One of the main reasons people see weight creep up after 40 is a slowing metabolism. You can think of metabolism as the engine inside your body that burns fuel. In your teens and 20s, this engine tends to run fast, quickly using up the food you eat to keep you moving, thinking, and repairing your tissues. As you age, the engine idles down a bit. Each year, the body naturally loses a little bit of muscle, which is one of the most active tissues that burns a high amount of energy even while you're resting. With less muscle, your body needs fewer calories, so anything extra is stored for later, often as fat. Imagine your metabolism as a car that used to zip along the highway, but now cruises more slowly, using up less gas. If you keep filling the tank the same way, the extra fuel starts to overflow, which in your body becomes stored fat. Hormonal shifts also play a big role in these changes. Hormones are like messengers, sending signals that help control hunger, fullness, where you store fat, and even how happy or energetic you feel. As people get older, the balance of these messengers changes. For example, The levels of certain hormones that help keep muscle strong and encourage the body to burn fat, like growth hormone and some sex hormones, gradually go down with age. As these drop, the body becomes more likely to hold on to fat and less able to build or keep muscle. At the same time, hormones related to appetite and stress can become more unpredictable. Higher levels of stress hormones can make people seek out comfort foods, which tend to be high in sugar or fat, making it easier to gain unwanted pounds. It's a bit like the control center that used to keep everything balanced starts missing some important instructions, leading to more cravings and less efficient fat burning. The way we live also tends to change as we get older, affecting our health and weight. Many people find themselves sitting more, maybe at a desk job, while driving or relaxing at home, compared to how active they were in their youth. When activity levels go down, the body doesn't burn as much energy, making it easier for pounds to settle around the waist. It's similar to a river that starts to move more slowly. Things that used to get swept away now tend to build up on the banks. Less movement also means the body produces less of the feel-good chemicals that come from regular exercise, making it harder to feel motivated to stay active. All of these changes together, slower metabolism, shifting hormones, and a more sedentary routine, add up over time. Fat builds up more easily, especially around the belly, and this can set off a domino effect, slowly affecting everything from energy levels to how well the body processes sugar or fights off illness. Many feel frustrated, blaming themselves for struggling with their weight, but the truth is that these are predictable changes that come with age. The good news is that by understanding them, it becomes easier to make simple adjustments. Choosing to move more, eat balanced meals, and find ways to keep stress low puts the power back in your hands, allowing you to guide your body with more kindness and wisdom through this new chapter. With a natural approach focused on gradual, sustainable changes, true transformation is within reach at any age. This method is designed to address the root causes that so often lead to unwanted weight gain and declining health. A slowing metabolism, shifting hormones, increased stress, and reduced physical activity. By choosing gentle, consistent habits, you give your body the tools it needs to thrive rather than just cope with the changes of time. The core of this method is adopting a balanced, nutritious eating plan that centers on real foods, fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and satisfying whole grains. When you nourish your body with these basics, you help stabilize blood sugar and hormone levels, which naturally curbs cravings and keeps energy steady throughout the day. Eating at regular intervals and choosing high-fiber foods make you feel full longer, reducing the temptation for unhealthy snacks. Simple changes, like replacing refined grains with brown rice or whole wheat bread and swapping sugary drinks for water or herbal teas, can make a remarkable difference over time. These shifts give your metabolism the support it needs, helping your body burn fuel more efficiently. Adding physical activity is another cornerstone. While high-intensity workouts can benefit some, even moderate exercise like brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or dancing promotes fat loss and strengthens muscles without risking burnout or injury. Movement helps lift your mood, boost metabolism, and keep your heart and joints healthy. Regular strength exercises, such as bodyweight moves or light weightlifting, are especially powerful because they help rebuild muscle that naturally diminishes with age. More muscle means a faster metabolism and greater calorie burn, even when you're at rest. Consistency is where progress happens. Small changes, practiced day after day, quickly become part of your routine. Imagine starting with a daily 10-minute walk at lunchtime, gradually increasing to 30 minutes as it becomes a natural part of your schedule. You might begin adding a serving of vegetables to each meal or committing to drinking an extra glass of water every morning. None of these habits feel overwhelming on their own, but together they create momentum and lead to lasting change. The real power comes not from occasional big efforts, but from steady, everyday choices that give your body a chance to recover and adapt. Other lifestyle improvements amplify the results. Prioritize getting enough sleep by maintaining a calming nighttime routine, such as reading rather than watching screens before bed and keeping a regular sleep schedule. Sleep is when the body repairs itself and balances the hormones that regulate hunger and stress. Reducing stress through mindfulness, gentle stretching, or relaxation exercises helps counter the emotional triggers behind many poor eating choices. Supporting your health with social activities, hobbies, and positive relationships offers even more motivation and emotional stability. This natural path isn't about radical diets or denying yourself the joys of good food and life. It's about making peace with your body, trusting in its ability to heal, and giving yourself the time and compassion you deserve. Results may not appear overnight, but with patience and perseverance, you'll notice your mood lifting, your energy levels climbing, and your body gradually reflecting the care you're putting in. Remember, every positive choice is an investment in your future, and with each step, you're building healthy habits that last a lifetime. Stay hopeful and believe in your capacity to change. You are stronger, braver, and more capable than you think. A lot of people believe that after a certain age, it's nearly impossible to lose weight or get healthier. This idea is often based on myths that can hold people back from making positive changes. One common belief is that metabolism slows so much with age that losing weight is almost unachievable. While it's true that metabolism naturally slows down as we get older, research shows this slowdown is not so dramatic that it makes healthy changes useless. Studies have found that most of the decline in metabolism can be explained by reduced daily movement and the gradual loss of muscle, not by aging itself. This means that staying active and incorporating some form of strength exercises can help keep metabolism strong. For example, individuals who made simple activity changes, such as adding regular walks or light resistance workouts, reported noticeable improvements in energy and weight management within a few months, proving that small steps can lead to real results. Another widespread myth is that people over 40 need extreme diets or harsh exercise routines to see any progress. In reality, crash diets and intense exercise often lead to more frustration, quick burnout, or even health problems. Scientific evidence supports that gentle, consistent habits, like eating more whole foods, swapping sugary drinks for water, and increasing vegetables, can provide better long-term benefits. For instance, a study by National Institutes of Health found that participants who focused on gradual lifestyle changes, rather than drastic diets, were more likely to lose weight and keep it off. There are many stories of people in this stage of life who made these small, sustainable adjustments, like preparing home-cooked meals more often and making time for evening walks, and they successfully lost weight and felt healthier without giving up their favorite foods entirely. Some think that hormonal changes guarantee weight gain, no matter what. While hormones do shift as we age, this doesn't mean losing weight is impossible. It simply means the body responds differently to certain foods and routines. Scientists have observed that adults who emphasize balanced meals, including lean protein, high-fiber foods, and healthy fats, find it easier to manage their appetite and avoid cravings. Eating a balanced breakfast and making sure to have regular meals throughout the day helps keep hormone levels steadier and lessens the urge to snack on less healthy foods. One inspiring example is someone who, after struggling with cravings in the afternoon, began adding a protein-rich breakfast and found that their energy stayed higher and their late-day hunger decreased, making healthy choices much easier. Another misconception is that it's too late to start making healthy changes if you're already past 40 or 50. Science shows that people of all ages benefit from adopting healthier routines. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association demonstrated that older adults who adopted moderate exercise routines, improved their diets, and prioritized good sleep enjoyed improvements in weight, blood sugar levels, and overall well-being, even if they have been inactive before. Real-life examples abound. People who, despite being busy with work or family, began adding short walks after dinner, switched to balanced, home-prepared lunches, and reduced their intake of processed foods. Over time, they reported feeling more energetic, sleeping better, and steadily losing extra weight. Many also believe that results should show up right away, leading to disappointment when progress feels slow. The truth is that bodies often change gradually, especially after years of the same routine, but every healthy step counts. Celebrating small victories, such as feeling more rested, noticing clothes fitting better, or having more energy to play with kids, can be just as rewarding as seeing a lower number on the scale. All these examples make it clear that age does not have to define your health or limit your potential. By letting go of old myths and focusing on what works, regular movement, balanced meals, rest, and self-care, you can absolutely reach your health goals naturally, no matter when you start. Each person's journey looks a little different, but progress is possible, and there are countless stories and studies proving that lasting change can happen and is worth every effort. When considering any changes to your daily routine to support your health, it is essential to remember that professional support plays a key role in your journey. No matter how motivated you feel or how much research you may have done, there is no substitute for the expertise of a qualified healthcare provider. Doctors, nutritionists, and other licensed professionals are trained to evaluate your unique health history, current conditions, and specific needs, which means they can provide advice that is tailored just for you. Everyone's body is different, and what works well for one person may not be suitable for another, especially when underlying health issues or medications are involved. Before making any significant changes to your eating patterns, level of physical activity, or lifestyle routines, reaching out to a doctor is always the safest and smartest first step. Your doctor can review your medical history, check for any risk factors, and help you determine what kinds of adjustments are appropriate. They may also recommend specific lab tests, screenings, or checkups to make sure your body is prepared for changes like new foods, exercise routines, or supplements. For individuals taking medication, managing chronic conditions, or recovering from recent health events, a healthcare professional's guidance is particularly important to avoid potential risks or negative interactions. Nutritionists and registered dietitians offer another layer of expertise that can prove invaluable along the way. These professionals can help you navigate the information overload that often comes with exploring new ways to support your health. They're skilled at creating meal plans that reflect your preferences, dietary needs, and any requirements tied to allergies, sensitivities, or medical treatments. Because every person has different nutritional needs based on age, gender, activity level, and overall health. A personalized approach ensures that you're nourishing your body in the best way possible. Working with a nutritionist can also help you discover enjoyable foods and recipes that fit into your lifestyle, which increases your chances of sticking with healthy habits over the long term. While there are many natural methods that can be supportive and useful for promoting overall wellness, it is critical to remember that these approaches are not meant to replace medical diagnosis or treatment. They are complementary strategies intended to be used alongside the instructions and recommendations you receive from your healthcare team. Some people might experience rapid improvements in well-being, while others may find progress comes more slowly or requires regular adjustment under professional guidance. This is completely normal, and it is exactly why individualized support is so valuable. Another important reason to rely on professional support is safety. Even the most seemingly harmless adjustments, like increasing physical activity or changing certain foods, can have unintended consequences if underlying conditions are present. For example, individuals with specific medical concerns may need extra monitoring or special considerations when making changes. A professional will help you spot early signs of complications, intervene if necessary, and celebrate your successes, all while prioritizing your safety above everything. Maintaining open communication with your healthcare providers throughout your journey can actually make your progress smoother and more successful. Regular check-ins can help monitor changes, adjust your plan as needed, and provide ongoing encouragement. Professionals can also connect you with additional resources, such as support groups, fitness specialists, or mental health counselors, which can offer even more comprehensive support. It is inspiring to see so many people take steps to reclaim their sense of well-being, but the safest and most effective path is always one that involves expert guidance. You do not have to navigate this process alone. By consulting your doctor or a registered dietitian, You ensure your health is protected while working toward your goals. Always prioritize personal safety. Listen closely to your healthcare team's advice and view professional guidance as a key ally in your journey to a healthier, more fulfilled life. Believing in yourself is one of the most essential parts of any successful transformation journey. While it might be easy to focus on numbers, routines, or progress charts, true, lasting change has its roots in the way you view yourself and your possibilities. Self-confidence is the spark that ignites positive habits, and self-esteem gives you the strength to maintain them, even when challenges appear. Every small step forward is evidence of your determination and worth, no matter how slow or simple the pace may seem at times. At the heart of real transformation are stories of people who once felt uncertain, discouraged, or even defeated, yet discovered strengths and outcomes they never thought possible. One woman, who once felt overwhelmed every time she thought about her health, recalls the moment she decided to stop comparing herself to others and focus only on her own progress. By making one healthy meal each day and taking gentle walks around her neighborhood, she began to notice improvements, not just in her energy, but in her mood as well. As her confidence grew, so did her willingness to try new activities and healthier foods, and these small changes soon added up to bigger results. Looking back, she says that believing in her ability to improve gave her the stamina to keep going, even on days when progress felt slow. Another inspiring example comes from a man who felt frustrated by years of failed attempts at change. He decided to approach his journey with patience and kindness, focusing on positive self-talk and celebrating small victories along the way. Rather than expecting perfection, he allowed himself to make gradual changes, adding fresh fruits to his breakfast and choosing to stand more during his workday. Slowly but surely, he saw improvements not only in his physical health, but also in his confidence. He realized that every positive choice was a reflection of his resilience and ability to adapt. Over time, his increased self-esteem helped him try new forms of movement and share his experiences with friends, inspiring others to start their own journeys. A younger woman, who felt her goals were out of reach after a long stretch of setbacks, remembers how the support and encouragement from close friends made all the difference. By surrounding herself with people who lifted her up, she found the motivation to take up new hobbies and prioritize her well-being. She made small shifts, like preparing home-cooked meals and organizing weekend walks with loved ones. Each successful step increased her belief in her own ability, helping her see past previous failures and focus on the progress she was making. Her advice to others is simple. Start where you are, trust the process, and remember that resilience grows with every honest effort. These stories are living proof that transformation is not just possible. It is within your grasp, no matter where you start or what has happened in the past. Every person's path will look a little different, and setbacks are a natural part of any journey. What sets those who succeed apart is not perfection, but the refusal to give up on themselves. Self-confidence blossoms as you honor your commitment, celebrate each milestone, and treat yourself with compassion. Self-esteem grows stronger with every act of self-care and every positive decision, no matter how small. The most important thing to remember is that you are worthy of change, capable of growth, and deserving of the fulfillment that comes from taking charge of your own well-being. It is not about quick fixes or comparing yourself to others. It is about trusting your own potential and valuing each step you take toward a brighter, healthier future. If others have succeeded, so can you. The journey begins with belief, patience, and the courage to keep moving forward, knowing that each day brings new opportunities for progress, joy, and confidence in your own power to transform. If you're living with a health condition that requires daily care, it is essential to understand that you are not alone and that positive change is entirely within your reach. Through the power of technology, especially with innovative tools available right on your smartphone, managing your well-being has never been more achievable. The tools discussed in this video demonstrate that monitoring your health can be easier and more effective than ever before. You have immediate access to meal guidance, activity tracking, emotional well-being checks, and early alerts for any hidden risks. These digital assistants are designed to help you detect subtle patterns and changes before they become bigger issues, providing the kind of daily support once unimaginable for so many people. One of the most uplifting messages is that progress does not happen overnight, but with consistent effort and the right support, significant improvements are possible. Real stories and scientific evidence show that simple actions, like tracking your food, paying attention to your mood, and moving a bit more each day, add up to real results. Health is a journey, not a destination, and every step forward, no matter how small, builds a foundation for better days ahead. These tools quietly empower you to make informed choices, so you're always a step ahead, better equipped to respond to your body's needs. It's important to remember that change can start at any age and at any stage of life. No one is ever too old or too set in their ways to experience transformation. Every day offers a new opportunity to care for yourself and move closer to the version of you that feels happiest and healthiest. Whether you're someone who loves technology or prefers a simple daily routine, there are solutions for everyone that fit daily schedules and personal preferences. These resources are there to guide your journey, bringing hope and motivation even on days when progress seems slow. Believing in yourself is the most powerful tool you possess. Self-confidence grows every time you make a positive choice, and self-esteem flourishes when you see how your efforts lead to real change in how you look, feel, and move. Every step forward deserves celebration, and every challenge is another opportunity to prove just how resilient and capable you are. Remember, countless others have begun their journeys feeling uncertain or discouraged, only to discover strengths and successes they never imagined. You're just as capable of reaching your own goals. While technology and self-care routines are incredibly valuable, professional support is irreplaceable. Doctors, nutritionists, and licensed specialists know how to analyze your unique needs and ensure that every choice you make is safe and effective for your situation. Seeking guidance from certified professionals not only protects your health, but also helps you stay informed with trustworthy advice. Reliable information and partnership with experts put you on the best path for lasting results. Always check new approaches with a healthcare professional and choose credible sources for your information. Your health is precious and deserves the best care and attention. Now is the time to take that next step for yourself and those you care about. Embrace what modern tools have to offer. Believe in your ability to change and give yourself credit for every effort you make. By taking control of your journey, seeking trustworthy support, and remaining hopeful for the future, you show yourself and your loved ones that a healthier, more vibrant life is not only possible, it is within your reach. If you found value in this message, support our community by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and sharing it with people who could use a little guidance and encouragement right now. Your support helps us reach even more people who are searching for answers, hope, and inspiration. Together, we can make a real difference in countless lives. Let's continue this journey toward better health, one step at a time.